Okay, Keo, good morning. Okay, how are you today? Okay, tonight, Keo, you will have your regular test. That's PET 2, regular test, test 2, PET, uh, test 2, PET. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, of course. So now let us have, as what I told you yesterday, we need to have, sorry, I forgot. I will be just discussing it tomorrow because I forgot to research about that one. It's not actually in the book, but I guess actually maybe it's in the book. It's just like, I really don't know where I can get it in the book because it's so, it almost 161 pages. So there is no instruction where can I have that. So I will try to research it. So right now, we'll just get back. We are not yet done with, okay, we are not done with the grammar reference.
Teacher,
Yeah.
first, may I go up, please?
Okay. Yes, of course. You can go out first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, teacher.
So now, Keo, so we've been talking a lot of four tenses of the verb. Actually, we are not done with that, right? We've been talking about the present tense, the present simple tense, the past tense, and the future tense. And we talked about the present continuous, the past continuous tense. Now, Keo, we have to move to unit 2, that's past tenses. Okay. We have here already the past simple. Kindly focus now, Keo, because we are entering the past tenses. So, by the way, the regular test will be given tonight only because Pantado was not able to give it to me right now. Supposed to be, I will give this to you this morning. But now let us have this the past tenses. We have here the past simple. You know already that the past simple is used for past events or actions. Look at this one. And teacher Ann told you that when we make or when we try to use the past simple, we have two. It could be in the regular form or it could be in the irregular form. Right? You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Yes.
this, when there is ed or d, it belongs to regular past tense. But if in case it changes spelling, from write it becomes wrote, from think it's become thought, from bring it becomes brought, from buy it becomes bought. So that is what we call irregular past tense. Am I clear? Do you understand
Yes.
that one? Yeah, very good. So you've been telling me a lot of what's that? Irregular past tenses of the verb. Okay. Now, let's move here to past continuous. Okay, what is it, teacher Anne? When we say the last lesson that we have, we are talking about the present continuous tense. I always tell you that if we talk about continuous tenses, there is always ing or the ing form, right? And way back here, a short review, when we say continuous tenses, it has, okay, it has four rules. That makes grammar more complicated, Kayo. I know I will not make this fast. I need to what's that? To teach this to you step by step because you are still 8 years old. You are grade 2 and you're already studying continuous tenses. It's very hard. This lesson, Kayo, is
Yeah.
only for high school. Yeah, exactly. That's for high school. But teacher Anne cannot do with this because, I can't do anything with this because you are already finished with PET. Okay. This FCA, this is intended if you were going to take test for the IELTS. You know IELTS? You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Your mom is planning you to have a the exam for IELTS on April, or it could be on March. That is why we have to do grammar, rapid or rigid grammar lessons. Okay. We will not make it too fast. We'll have to step this one, that one, like that. So, in here, so again, this lesson is for high school. The tenses of the verb present continuous, past continuous, past perfect, past progressive tenses. This is for high school. I understand, KO, if you can't answer some of those. I'm not, Teacher Anne is not asking you to make it perfect. No, no. I am asking you to listen to me. Okay? But I am very happy because you are listening always, every day. Thank you, KU, for that. Okay? I am so happy. Yeah. Okay. So I will always tell your mom about my assessment towards you. Are you listening? Yeah, of course, KU is listening. Is KU cooperating? Yes, KU is cooperating. Okay, like that. Okay, you understand? You understand me?
Okay.
Yeah. So now we are talking here about the past tenses of the verb. Okay. Again, to regular and irregular verb. Okay. So we have here next is the past continuous. But before that, clear. You understand past simple? Raise your hand. You understand? You understand,
Past
Kayo?
simple
You understand? Past tense, past tense. You understand past simple tense? You understand?
must is it must add ed?
Yeah, the D and the ED. You understand this?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay. So, here already, it is also very important to know some irregular verbs. We will have to study also the irregular verbs. After this one, Kayo, after the past tense, we will go back and study irregular verbs. Like, what's the irregular of fly? It's flew, it's flown. Right? That, we will study that one. Okay, now let's move first to past continuous. What do you mean by the word past continuous? The past continuous is used for continued action which was happening when another action took place. Okay, first here, I want example. Okay, again, past continuous is used for continued action which was happening already when another action took place. So it means two action is happening together. Two action. Okay? Example. We arrive at the theater just as the show was starting. Okay? We arrive at the theater just as the show was starting. Okay? It means we arrive already. We arrive at the theater. Oh, you are late. We arrive at the theater just as the show was starting. So Teacher Anne, the moment that Teacher Anne arrived in the theater, the show was starting. So this action, Kayo, it's past. It's not now. It's past because of the word arrive and was. Again, the past continuous tense is used for continued action, which was happening when another action took place. One action took place. For another example, we arrive, so it means I arrive. Teacher and arrive at the theater just as the show was starting. So it means, Keo, the moment I arrive here, the moment I arrive in the theater, the show was starting already. So this is all past continuous tense. Okay. Again, the moment that I arrive in the theater, I sat there, but then the show was starting. Teacher, what makes it past continuous? Okay. The thing that makes it past continuous is the first thing there is ing in the verb. Can you see the ing? Can you see it? Kyo?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
I see ing.
Yeah, starting. So you will say, teacher, it's past continuous. Yeah, of course, because there is was and there is starting. Okay? Okay, can you see that? Was, it's past tense, starting as the continuous. Can you see now? You can never say,
Yeah.
Kayo, that this is present continuous because there is was. You understand this? You
Yeah.
understand this? Okay. Okay, I know, Kayo, it's quite difficult to understand. Continuous tenses or the tenses of the verb is very crucial in grammar. This is hard. Okay, for a while, Kayo, just a moment. Next, another case is here. So in many cases, the continued action is interrupted. In many cases, the continued action is interrupted. When he called, I was watching my favorite soap opera. So his call interrupted me. Okay. When he called, I was watching my favorite soap opera. So when I called, he interrupted me. Okay, you understand? So two
Yeah.
actions. When he called, I was watching my favorite soap opera. Another. The past continuous is also often used to set the scene of the beginning of the story. It was raining hard and an icy wind was blowing. It was raining hard, raining hard. Two, one action, and an icy wind was blowing, second action. Again, you can see here, this is past continuous because of the word was plus the verb with ing, like watching,
Ing.
was blowing. Do you understand? Was watching, was blowing. You understand this? You understand,
Yes.
Keo? Okay, very good, Keo. Okay, now, next one is another. The past continuous cannot normally be used with, okay, the past continuous cannot normally be used with stated verb. Okay, we will not use this one. Now let's move to, okay, you know already past continuous. There is past verb plus the verb with ing, like starting, watching, reading. And there is the verb like was, were, had before the verb. That makes it past continuous tense. Do you understand? You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Next here. Next is the past perfect. Teacher, what is past perfect? The past perfect is used to show that an action happened earlier than another past action. Okay. So it means one past action happened already earlier. It means it earlier to show that an action is early, happen earlier than another past action. So it means two actions here. One action which is earlier and the other action which is now. Okay. So here, the police were unaware. Okay, the police were unaware. The police is okay, not aware that the attacker had already that the attacker had already wait, said
Escaping.
here. The police were unaware that the attacker had already escaped. Okay, so look at this one. So it means there is the first action here. There is the first action. The police were unaware. Okay, unaware. That's the first action. That the second action, that the attacker had already escaped. Okay, do you understand? Okay, first,
Yes.
the police were unaware, that's the first action, that the attacker had already escaped. Okay, another action. Okay, so first, there is this action that happened earlier. This is the first action.
Yes.
This is the first action that happened earlier. Attacker had already escaped. That's the first action. It happened earlier. And later that one, after that one, the police were unaware. So it means when the attacker had escaped, okay, had escaped already. I mean, the attacker had escaped already. The police were unaware that one. When someone said, "Oh, there's an attacker," the attacker came inside the house. The police is unaware of that. Too late to realize that the attacker had escaped already. So the first action here is attacker had already escaped. This is the first action. The
Yes.
second action here is the police were unaware. Do you understand? You understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Okay. Now, Kayo, another. Sometimes it is not necessary to use the past perfect if it is very clear and which action happened first. After we finished eating, okay, we played cards. Oh, so two action. After we finished eating, we played the cards. Okay? So, first action, after we finished eating, second action, we played cards. Okay, you understand me? You understand
Yes.
me? Yeah, very good. Okay. Okay, next. Next after, okay, you understand past perfect? Don't worry, I will repeat this if you think you cannot understand. Okay. Again, past perfect is two action cue. There are two actions happen, two actions, which is one action happened earlier, it's early, and the second action happened late. Again, the first action is early, the second action is late. Okay? You understand? You understand, Kayo?
Yes.
So first here, again, I will repeat. The police were unaware that the attacker had already escaped. The first action here is the attacker had already escaped. Escaped earlier. It happened earlier. It escaped. The second action here is the police were unaware. The police were unaware. This is the second action. So this becomes the past perfect. Again, past perfect is the action that happened earlier and then another past action. It shows that the action happened earlier than another past action. I know it's very complicated, Kayo, but we don't have choice. We have to study this one because you're already in FCA. We cannot get back to movers. We cannot do it. So we have we have to do this, okay? I know you can do it. Go, go, go. Just go, go, go. Okay? Okay, next. Next, the past perfect continuous. The past perfect continuous. In the past perfect continuous, it is used for a continued action which happened before another past action. Okay, here. Let's do this. So when we say past perfect continuous, this is the combination of past perfect and past continuous. Again, when we say past perfect continuous, it's the combination of past perfect and past continuous. So therefore, we have here, I will give you the pattern for the past perfect. Okay, the past perfect is this one. Past perfect continuous is used for continued action which happened before another past action. This is actually, Kiyo, some sort of just the same. They are just the same with the past perfect. Same. It's just only that we have continuous. We have ing. We have ing here. So like this, okay? When the past perfect said that the past perfect is used to show an action happened earlier than another past action. That's past perfect. Remember that. When we say past perfect continuous, it's the past perfect continuous is used for a continued action which happened before another action. It's not earlier, it's only before. So the past perfect is earlier than first action. But when we say past perfect continuous, it's the continuous tense or the tenses of the verb that happened before another action. So before, it's not early. Okay? Past perfect early, past perfect continuous before another past action. But we are here since we are talking about past perfect. Everything that we have to use here is past tense.
Tense. Past tense.
Okay, it's past tense. There is always ed. And continuous, there is always ing. Okay? You understand? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, don't worry, I will help you for this. It's very complicated, Kayo. I know. But we will make it together. Okay, we can do it. Okay? Oh, see, you must be proud of yourself. You have to be happy. You have to be proud of yourself because, oh my God, I'm 8 years old, teacher Ann, but I'm doing it already. Why? Oh, why? Why? Because Keo doesn't have a choice. Because Keo wants to have IELTS. Okay? I am very excited with your IELTS exam. Wow. I hope you can pass, Keo. Okay? I know you can. Okay, remember? You make the pet lessons perfect. Wow. So, of course, you can pass that one. I will encourage you to do that. Okay? Your mom keeps on telling me that you are very smart. Oh, how true is that? You're very smart. So that's the reason you are already in the FCE and it's not fit for you because you are 8th grade 2. My God. Okay, but okay, congratulations for that. Okay, so I will expect that you cannot make things perfect here. You cannot make this perfect. Even teachers and even other students, even me myself, I cannot make things perfect here because it's very hard for you, especially. Okay, so now here we are going to have the past perfect continuous. When teacher Ann told you that past perfect kayo, it should be earlier than another action. But the past perfect continuous, it's the past perfect continuous is used for continued action. The action is continued, but which happened before another action. Quite the same, Kyo. It just only again, past perfect is earlier. Past perfect continuous before another past action. You understand?
Yeah.
In vernacular, it's kasabot. That's it. You understand now? Kasabot, it's vernacular, it's kasabot in the Filipino language. Kasabot, Okay, that's vernacular. Okay. Now, Keo, I have here an example. So it means when we say past perfect continuous, it's the combination teacher from past perfect plus the continuous tense. Okay. Okay. Past perfect and past continuous mixed together. Together. Okay. So I have here an example. We've been working so hard. Okay, look at this. Okay, we can do this, Keo. We need to do this. Okay. We've been working, okay, look at here. We've been working so hard that we decided, okay, to take a break. Okay. So here,
Break.
yeah, two actions. First, we've been working so hard. Another, Kyo boy, we decided
Yeah.
to take a break. Another action. So two actions. Okay. Here, we took a break. The explanation here is like this. I will give the explanation. First, okay, I will give the sentence. We've been working so hard, Teacher Anne, that we decided to take a break. So two actions. First action, Kayo, is we've been working so hard. This is the first. Second action, we decided to take a break. Can you see that, Kayo? It's past tense. Decided, been working. It's past tense, right? Right? Oh, past tense. Yeah, it's past tense. Now, the explanation here, Keo, is we took a break after a continued period of work. So it means two action. Okay,
We
two
took a,
actions. We took a break first after
we took
continued period of work. So we're working hard, work hard. So of course, we have to take a break. Okay, so there is two action. First here, we've been working. This is the past continuous, been working. The second action is we decided. This is the past perfect. Okay, can you see that? There are two actions, but the first action there is continuous. If you are going to compare this in the past perfect two action also, but there is no word or verb that ends with ing because we are not discussing or telling here about continuous. But in past continuous, this is mixed kayo. There is been working, which is the past continuous, and we have here the past perfect, which is decided. Okay. And you will ask, teacher, what makes it past perfect continuous? Why, teacher Anne? Why? Okay. Because first, the explanation for this is when we see past perfect continuous, again, it is a continued action. It's past tense because we are talking here past kayo. Continued action which happened before another past action. So before the past action is done, there is another past action that happened before. Okay, look at this. This is the first action. So before the first action, there is already another past action happen. Okay? Did you understand that? Did you get me? Look at here. Look at my
yeah.
finger. Okay, this is the past. Okay, the first action. So when the first past action is happened, there is already another past action that happened before this one. Before this one, there is already another past action happen. Okay, that makes it past perfect continuous. Okay, so let in the example here, where is it? We've been working so hard that we decided to take a break. So first, here, we take a break. Why? Why we take a break?
Because
Before? Because?
we walk too far.
Very good, KU. Because we've been working so hard and that is the first action That is the first action that already happened before you decided to take a break. You understand, Kayo? Did you get my point?
Yeah.
Oh, please try to what's that? Try to work your brain. Okay, let your brain work out for this. Okay, your brain. Okay. Again, one more. So, this one, before you decided to take a break, this one, the first one, look at my finger. Before you decided to take a break, you already been working so hard. Okay? You understand? This one, before you decided to take a break, my finger, you've already been working so hard in the first finger. Yes. Okay. That makes it past perfect continuous. Now, kasabo, you understand? You understand?
Yes.
Okay, very good, Gail. Yay. Okay, so that's the example of past perfect continuous. We will not make the activity unless you understand about this. This is very complicated, Gail. Okay, for a while, teacher will drink water. Okay, just a moment. Jaja kayo, go go go. Okay, we have here. Okay, so the past perfect continuous. Okay, thank you, Kayo, for participating with Teacher Ann today. Okay, I'm so glad because I know the lesson is very crucial and it's very difficult. Okay, so the past perfect continuous, Kayo, will be here. The past perfect continuous is used for continued action. We've done with that. So now, Kayo, here I will ask you. The past perfect continuous also can be used to show how long an action continued up to the certain point in the past. Like, how long? How long can be used? How long can be used to show how long an action continued up to a certain point in the past? How long is it? How long? Okay, first, when the search began, the girl had already been missing for 2 days. When the search began, the girl had already been missing for 2 days. Okay, so it means Past continuous or the past perfect used to show how long an action continued up to the present, up to the point in the past. Okay, when the search began, the girl had already been missing for 2 days. So, when they tried to find the girl already missing for 2 days. So, the moment that they search the girl, it's been already missing. Okay? Again, the moment that the girl is there, it's already missing. Okay. Now, we used to, didn't used to. Okay, we used to or didn't used to. So what is this? The structure used to plus the infinitive is used for repeated actions, habits, or states in the past. Okay? There are some here, Kayo. We'll move here. This is part of the continuous tenses. When we use the structure used to, use the structure used to, it is used for repeated action. It means, what do you mean by repeated actions? What is that? What do you mean by repeated action? Ah,
Is an action will be repeated and repeated and repeated.
very good. When we say repeated action, it's the action that's being repeat. Okay, repeated. Repeated habits or states in the past. Okay, look at this one. When or because sometimes we use the word used to. When can we use the word used to, teacher? Okay. Before the internet, the people used to write letters a lot more. Okay. So before the internet, people used to write letters a lot more. So this is states in the past. So this example stated the states in the past. Again, when we used structure used to, it could be used for repeated actions, it could be used for habits, or it could be used states in the past. So this example here, this number one example, the one I read, it's before the internet, people used to write letters a lot more. So this example is in the states in the past. So before, it's past. Before the internet, people used to write letters a lot more. Yeah, that's true because before we don't have technology, we don't have internet, but then you have to write. You have to people write letters. Okay, another. How did we know that the negative form of this structure is didn't used to? Okay, you know already the term. Okay, what do you mean? What do you call this one? When you say did not, and you will write it didn't. What do you call that one? That's very simple. When you say did not, cannot, and you will write it didn't and can't. What do you call that one? What is the term for that one? When I say she is, and you will say she's, or she is not, and you will say she isn't. What do you call that term? Like this, didn't, did not, didn't. What do you call this term? We call it, what is it, Keo? We call it as contractions. Okay. So you call it contraction. So it means contraction, you make the letters or you make the word shorter. Contractions. You understand? You understand, Kayo? Yeah, very good. Okay. Like this, the negative form of this structure is didn't, used to. Okay, look at this one. We didn't used to have a dishwasher in our old house. So it means in our old house, when we were living there, when we live there, okay, okay, that's living. We were living there because it's past, what is that? It's past continuous tense. Yeah, very good. At least you remember when we were living there, it's past continuous tense. Okay, we didn't used to have a dishwasher in our old house. Okay, that's old house. That's before. So we didn't use to have a dishwasher in our old house. We will not say, Kayo, that we did not, or we will not, sorry, we will not say that we are not used to have. It's wrong. Okay? It's wrong. We have to use didn't used to. That's the pattern. That's the right thing that you will say. You will not say we was not used to have a dishwasher. No, it's wrong. The pattern is didn't used to. Didn't used to. That's the pattern. Okay? You understand?
Okay.
Okay, very good, Kayo. Yay! Good job, Kayo boy. Okay, that's great job. Okay, I will erase this one. Sorry. Okay, next one here. Okay. Used to is not normally used with time expressions. Used to is not normally used with time expression, which specify the duration of the action. It's not normally used. I smoked for 10 years, but then I give up. That's correct, Keo. Can you see that? You will not say this is wrong when you say I used to smoke for 10 years, but then I give up. This is wrong. Okay? Sometimes used to is not normally used with time expressions, which specify the duration of the action. When there is the word that specify the time, there is time expression like 10 years, 20 years, you will not use the word used to. Okay? You understand now? Okay, instead of saying I used to smoke for 10 years, but then I give up. You can say, I smoked for 10 years, but then I give up. Or you can say, I used to smoke, but then I give up. Okay, please don't try to have the time expression like 10 years, mentioning the time, using used to. It's not the correct. Okay, be mindful with that. Okay, you understand now? That's the
Yes.
first thing in grammar. We only have 5 minutes more. Okay. So, so we know this one. Some of the word used to at least you learn and teacher and learn about this one. Okay. So again, when you use used to, it's not normally used with time expressions, which specify the duration of the action. Okay. If you can see or if you can have this in a book in a test where there are words that specify time expression, a duration of the time expression like 10 years, 20 years, okay, like 5 days. Okay, so you will not use the word used to. Instead, you can use the past tense of the verb. I smoked for 10 years, but then I gave up. Or you can have, I used to smoke, but then I give up. Okay, you can have this one without using the expression 10 years. It's the duration of the time. You understand, Kayo boy? You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, that's good, Kayo. So at least you were able to understand that one. Okay, it's a good thing. Okay, you came in, Kayo, very early. Like what time?
Uh, like 55.
Like 8:53, right? 53?
I 55.
Okay, so it's yeah, okay. Go chaos. So now here. So let's move here. Okay, next one. Okay. Wood. What's the use of wood? Okay. Wood. plus infinitive can also be used for actions and habits in the past. Okay, you can use the expression would plus infinitive for action and habits in the past. Like you will say, when I was a child, my dad would always tell me a story at bedtime. Okay. When I was a child, my dad would always tell me a story at bedtime. This is using would in the past tense. Okay. However, Keo, would cannot be used to talk about past states. Look at this one. This is the exception. This collection of painting used to belong to a rich family. Okay, that's it. That's the correct. You will not say this collection of painting would belong to a rich family. This is wrong. Okay? This is wrong. Okay? Because belong is a stated verb. Belong is the stative verb. We already discussed that one about the stated verb here.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. I will have to read this. Okay. Belong is part of the stated verb. We have here the stated verb. Okay. So we've been studying that one already. So this one, okay, look at this one. Let us check again. This collection of painting used to belong to a rich family. If you can see here, like the stated verb, like belong, together with the used to, you will not put would. Okay? This is wrong when you say this collection of paintings would belong to a rich family. No, it's wrong. So the right sentence is this collection of painting used to belong to a rich family. You will use used to instead of would. Okay? Do not use would with the word belong. You understand, Keo? You understand
Yes.
this? Okay. Another here. Okay. Another is okay. So we are talking unit 2. In unit 3 KO, we will have to talk that tomorrow. We are going to talk unit 3 about modal verbs because now we talk unit 2. Okay. I will write here. Unit 2, it's about past tenses.
And past tenses.
Yeah, it's past tenses, unit 2. Tomorrow we will have activity regarding the past tenses. Okay, there will be a time, okay, I will have to fight here, that I will give activity which is not actually in your book. We can find activity in the internet and then I will give it to you. Okay, we've done with
Okay.
this, right? Before this is what we had, this is the activity. Okay, I will just do this. Okay. So will that move from there from B and FCE2 and FCE1. Okay. So I will be giving activity tomorrow. We will not discuss unit 3. I will give activity on the past tenses of verb. At least you can practice. We will not have the discussion. I will give activity tomorrow. Okay, Keo? Okay now, Keo? You understand now? It's okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, tonight we will have the regular tests. Tonight we will have the regular tests and then it's pet test 2. But tomorrow we will have the test. Okay, it's only exercises, activity for the past or the tenses of the verb. I will not move to modals unless you can understand well on the tenses. Okay? For now, Keo, I guess, do you have other questions? You have question with teacher?
No, I
Okay.
don't have any question now.
Okay, you don't have any question now. So, Teacher Ann will say goodbye and I will be seeing you tonight and we'll have the regular test. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye, Keo boy. Have a nice day.
Goodbye. Goodbye, teacher.
Okay.